On December 2nd, the people of Roswell made their choice in a close and spirited election. Since that night, the work of democracy has continued, not in the heat of a campaign, but in the steady, deliberate work of transition. I have met with Mayor-elect Mary Robichaud to share information and to begin a thoughtful and cooperative transition of leadership. We spoke at length about the projects underway, the challenges ahead, and the extraordinary opportunity that comes with serving the city. Because while elections determine who holds office, they do not diminish our shared responsibility to the people we serve. The campaign has ended. The duty to govern and to do so with integrity, respect, and good faith endures. I want to speak not about the contest that brought us here, but about the city we love, the progress we've made together, and the future that now lies ahead. The recent election was a close and hard-fought election. It was not the outcome I hoped for, and I know many of my supporters are disappointed. I am too. I accepted the results without reservation. This election, like so many before, was decided through the orderly and lawful processes that define our democracy. While the road was not easy, it ended as it must, through the will of the voters. And that outcome deserves our respect. Nearly 170 years ago, after a bitterly contested election, Stephen Douglas told Abraham Lincoln, "Partisan feeling must yield to patriotism." That sentiment still guides us today. What divides us during a campaign must give way to what unites us as neighbors, as citizens, and as stewards of Roswell's future. Roswell is bigger than any one election, any one administration, or any one individual. It is a city with a proud past and a promising future. And I'm confident that Mayor-elect Robichaud will serve with dedication and care. I want to say thank you first and foremost to the people of Roswell. Thank you for the extraordinary honor of serving as your mayor. Thank you for your trust, your engagement, and your willingness to believe in what this city could become. When I first took office, we set out with a simple but ambitious goal: to move Roswell forward thoughtfully, responsibly, and with integrity. Together, we did just that. During my 4 years as mayor, we accomplished an extraordinary amount, turning vision into action, tackling long-standing challenges, and delivering meaningful progress that strengthened our community and improved the lives of those we serve. One of our earliest and most consequential initiatives was leading a historic transition from a part-time fire department to a full-time professional fire service, dramatically improving response times, expanding coverage, and enhancing safety for residents in every corner of our community. We also made a deliberate investment in best-in-class compensation for our police officers and firefighters, understanding that strong public safety starts with respecting, supporting, and retaining those who put themselves in harm's way to protect us. In tandem with this commitment, we modernized our public safety operations by investing in advanced technologies that equip our first responders with the tools they need to keep our communities safe in an increasingly complex world. In 2022, the voters of Roswell approved nearly $180 million in bonds, the largest in our city's history. It was an extraordinary vote of confidence that empowered us to make transformative investments in public safety, critical infrastructure, parks, and quality of life projects across the city. These bonds represented a pivotal moment for Roswell, one that allowed us to finally move forward on long overdue projects that our community had needed for years. We broke ground on a long-discussed downtown parking deck, an ideal debated for more than 40 years, unlocking new economic opportunity and revitalization for our historic core. The city's purchase of the Summit buildings marked a major investment in public safety, allowing us to establish a centralized headquarters for both police and fire services. By locating this facility in an area of the city with the highest call volume and co-locating police and fire under one roof, we strengthened coordination between police and fire. The bond will also enable the construction of 2 new fire stations, while providing funding to upgrade and modernize existing fire stations, ensuring our firefighters have the facilities they need to serve this community safely and effectively. We took the River Master Plan off the shelf, where it sat unfunded since 2016, and began turning vision into reality along the Chattahoochee River. We celebrated the completion of the first phase of improvements at the Ace Sand property, marking a significant step forward in enhancing our community spaces. Building on this momentum, the City Council just approved the construction contract for Riverside Park, paving the way for even more recreational opportunities and vibrant public spaces for residents to enjoy. Through a multi-million-dollar investment, East Roswell Park has become a premier recreational area where residents and their pets can enjoy high-quality amenities together. We also replaced worn-out turf fields in our parks with brand new facilities, so our children and families could play, compete, and gather on the fields they cherish. On the economic development front, we made it a top priority to change Roswell's reputation from being closed to business to being open to thoughtful, high-quality growth. By working closely with the business community and responsible developers, we attracted the kinds of development and capital Roswell residents want. A prime example is the Hill Street mixed-use development, which will transform a once underutilized and declining property into a vibrant, walkable district that strengthens our economy and will help shape Roswell's future for generations. We approved the City Center MOU, setting the stage, if it moves forward, for the transformation of an outdated strip center into a vibrant mixed-use destination in the heart of Roswell. We approved the Chambray Hotel near Southern Post, which will strengthen our hospitality offerings and economic vitality. There's a new MOU that's just been approved on the reimagined West Alley project, which will be fantastic for the city. As you know, we brought PBS Aerospace to Roswell, attracting a global aerospace engine manufacturer from the Czech Republic and bringing high-paying, high-tech jobs to our city. Beyond these achievements, the Mayor and City Council made transportation a central focus, prioritizing safer streets and more efficient mobility throughout Roswell. One of the first projects we tackled was correcting years of mismanagement by completing the Oxbow Road project, delivering a safer and more functional corridor for residents and businesses alike. We restored the Big Creek project back to its original voter-approved design and alignment, reaffirming our commitment to honoring the will of the voters. Through careful negotiation with GDOT, we secured the return of $15 million back to the city and an additional $6.5 million for the bridge itself, ensuring that the project moves forward as originally planned. This project, already under construction, will deliver a critical east-west connection that will save residents significant travel time and relieve congestion at 400 and Holcomb Bridge Road. As part of this commitment to safer transportation, this Mayor and Council launched the Slow Down in Roswell initiative, a neighborhood-focused program designed to reduce speeding on residential streets. By partnering directly with neighborhoods to implement targeted traffic calming measures, the program will improve safety, enhance quality of life, and empower residents to play an active role in protecting their communities. We also doubled the city's annual street repaving budget from $2 million to $4 million annually, a substantial investment that allows us to maintain our roads at the highest standards. Now, none of this happened alone. These accomplishments belong to the residents who voted, the Mayor and Council who debated and approved, the city staff who worked tirelessly behind the scenes, and the community partners who believed in Roswell's potential. I am deeply grateful to our city employees, professionals of the highest caliber, who show up every day in service to this great community of Roswell. I'm also thankful to my colleagues on City Council for their dedication and their willingness to tackle hard issues. They have been amazing colleagues. I thank my family for their patience, their love, and their constant support. And while this chapter comes to a close, my commitment to the city does not. Roswell is worth fighting for, worth caring for, and worth believing in. And that is a responsibility that belongs to all of us, regardless of titles or terms or how long we're in office. As one chapter ends, another begins. And I have faith, deep faith, in Roswell's future. So we set aside the contest and recommit ourselves to the common good for the city of Roswell. We move forward together, not as rivals, but as neighbors. In that spirit, and with profound gratitude for the honor of serving as your mayor, I say thank you, God bless you, and God bless the city of Roswell.